everyone. Welcome to Joe Consume Cinema. I'm your host. I've been a good boy for an entire week, successfully dodging all those spoilers, just like I'm in the Matrix. And today we have the finale episode, Season 2, Episode 8 of House of the Dragon. So, yeah, there was a leak, and, not good that this seems to keep happening with all the shows, but, it is what it is. So I've avoided the internet essentially for an entire week just to avoid all potential spoilers. I haven't caught anything, haven't seen anything, you know, so I'm going into this one 100% cold. And just a quick recap. So the power dynamic in the show has completely shifted as of last episode. After the Red Sowing, I guess they're calling it, Rhaenyra is now in command of four fully grown dragons. So that's Vermithor, Syrax, Caraxes, and Silverwing. And she also has two like middling ones and some baby dragons too, but those really aren't going to factor into anything. The Greens still have Vagar, and we didn't really see what happened with Aegon's dragon, but you know, probably out of commission. I think it's safe to assume. Things are finally wrapping up at Harrenhal. The Riverlords are now united behind Oscar Tully, and he has sworn public allegiance to Rhaenyra. And, you know, people haven't enjoyed that storyline too much, I don't think, but it is kind of important, and I think it's more kind of character development for Daemon. But yeah, we we might see him having changed a little bit as a result of his experiences there, but we're gonna have to wait and see. But it is interesting. I do like anything that deals with the old god stuff and magic and stuff that's not easily understood by people is some of the stuff that I find the most fascinating in the books and in the shows too. But yeah, I think that's a decent enough recap. And like I said, I've waited an entire week, basically avoiding the internet just to bring you this reaction fresh. So I think we're just gonna get right into this one. But first, I just want to ask everybody to please like, comment, and subscribe, otherwise known as blank, blank, and blank on this channel. So trying to get more traction, I feel like, I've built up a decent catalog of videos and decent reactions. Like I'm proud of some of my more recent work, and I think it's worthy of some more attention. So any help you give me there is always much appreciated. And with that, let's get right to it. Jeez, what does he set aflame?
We must leave King's Landing quickly, and we will not return for some time.
There it is.
What?
The Pretender has found 3 new riders for her dragons.
That's impossible.
He knew all along.
Thought the same. He flew to challenge her and was rebuffed.
No. I am the king. Why must I run?
Because the Prince Regent is going to kill you.
It's a good excuse.
When Rhaenyra descends on you with her 7 dragons and you without Vagar, what then?
Yeah, you're kind of screwed.
I have, over the years, in anticipation of little bumps in the road, moved the greater part of Harrenhal's gold reserves to the Iron Bank in Bravos. We can live. Well.
My dragon is dead. I am burnt and disgusting and alone. And I'm a cripple.
You're not alone.
My cock is destroyed. Did they tell you that? It burst in the flames like a sausage on a spit.
Do not despair, Your Grace. There
Wow.
are better days ahead. Let your brother and the Pretender destroy themselves in blood and bitterness. When they are spent and their armies in tatters, we will return.
Remove your feet from the table.
I'd rather not.
Ulf, it's not up to you. Ulf?
Who's it up to then? Boy?
He's the Prince, Ulf. Prince Jacaerys Velaryon. Prince Jacaerys Velaryon. Right here.
Who'd have thought it? He lives here.
I'll have an apology from you. Ah, the young prince! Look at that hair. As dark as they say.
Bet them tell us we don't have Targaryen blood, eh?
My mother is the queen.
Dragon riders, both. You and I. Cut from the same cloth.
It is a sacred inheritance of which you know nothing.
Forgive him, my prince. He's not much use to the manners of court.
The so-called Prince Regent has burned Sharppoint down to its stones. Thousands of its folk, dead or lost, its harbour in ashes. Will you prepare to face such an enemy? Or will you stay here and make yourself easy?
We know little of who they are, and what is the strength of their character. Adam of Hull, at least, is known to you.
He's a shipwright in my employ, and it is reported to me that he is a man of integrity. I've had little to do with him, to my regret. Aemon thought himself invincible. He has now discovered he is not. He will be angry, desperate. He will not stop at burning Sharp Point, and he will not be denied.
You speak truly.
I've given her a new name. Queen who never was.
That's nice.
Corliss, I thank you.
Sir Alfred Broom has come to see you.
I am sent as an emissary from the Queen to ascertain your movements and your intentions. And in times like this... Did you hear something?
This place will have you barking at the moon.
For real.
If you declare yourself, your lords will follow you.
Uh-oh.
Thank you for a turncloak, Sir Alfred.
Rhaenyra's intentions are good. But what we need, in this moment, is a king.
He's tempted again. He didn't take it. That's interesting.
Let no vessel come or go from our harbour without our inspection.
This will hinder the work of the fishing boats. The people depend on them for sustenance.
They will need no sustenance if they are slaughtered by the enemy. We must all make our sacrifices.
Man, that's even worse.
They're unhappy.
Food is already so scarce, and
For someone to hate.
that's a horrible decision.
Helena, here you are. Mother.
I was just going to bed.
The crown has need of your service.
Now.
Pretenders raise new riders against us, and we must answer in kind. I need you to fly with Trimfire to battle.
Aemon.
I won't burn anyone.
It isn't a question. They have defiled our birthright, made commoners into dragon lords. It is a sin and must be punished.
May I remind you, your sister is still the queen.
As you were once. And you see now what is the consequence of your weakness. We are in peril today more than yesterday.
Peril that moved you to burn the town of Sharppoint. Peril or basest fury at your own humiliation. You wish to rule the Seven Kingdoms, but you rain ruin and death upon its small folk when you've been insulted. Because it makes you feel strong. And now you seek to corrupt your sister. Of all our line, the gentlest and most deserving of your protection.
Who will protect her if she cannot protect herself?
And who will she be if her mind is broken?
It is no longer our rule that is threatened. Very lives would you not have us prevail?
Not like this.
Crispy coal.
You think nothing of your oath, Lord Commander.
I think of nothing else, my lord.
Steward's son from Dawn, fucking the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Finally confronted him.
She is my sister.
She saved my life. Twice. The dragons dance, and men are like dust under their feet.
Hmm.
And all our fine thoughts, all our endeavours are as nothing. We march now toward our annihilation. To die will be a kind of relief.
He welcomes it.
To our new riders. The three of you are not of noble birth, but you have done a thing never dreamed of before now. I have entrusted you with a power only few have known, and I charge you to take it up with fealty and respect. Serve me well, and I will make you knights of the realm.
Huh? What do you think of that, boys? We'll be knights. Just like that.
We will not fail you, my queen.
What must we do?
I had thought the mere fact of you might stay the enemy's hand. But Lord Corlys is right. We must strike while we have the advantage. And end this war. Learn your beasts and your commands. You will fly in 2 days' time. The Prince Regent cannot defend against all of us.
I'll take him on myself. Silver Wings a goer she is. We're afraid of nothing. Even if you are.
There will be time enough to see which one of us is a coward.
I said more of these little birds.
A knight will comport himself with grace at the Queen's table.
Best make me a knight then.
You forget yourself.
Friend.
Adam, come with me.
This world will not be governed.
Do you wish then to learn what is given to you?
Oh my god, is he gonna tap into the werewood network? It's bleeding. Oh my god, it's Daenerys. Visions of what is to come.
It's all a story. And you're but one part in it. You know your part.
Come with me. To Harrenhal. We will lay waste to Daemon and his army. Let our enemies see that we will answer outrage with outrage.
And if I refuse, will you burn me as you did Aegon?
That is a lie.
I saw it. You burned him, and you let him fall.
You say it's treason.
Aegon will be king again. He's yet to see victory. He sits on a wooden throne. And you'll be dead.
I could have you killed.
It wouldn't change anything.
Wow. She's been very passive all this time. Not any longer. That's impressive. That's a very large encampment. Simon Strong's really has been like an MVP here.
I am the Castellan Sir Simon Strong, Your Grace. Well met. Welcome to Harrenhal, my queen. I did not think to see you here yourself.
Your message gave me much concern.
Yes, I must admit I had reason to fear. But come see for yourself.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe that vision straightened Daemon out.
You're sworn to me. And not a moment too soon.
And to whom are you sworn?
Kesu, Pranon, Nerissa, Solar Nazis.
He's seen it.
Uyunda, the realm's only hope is a leader who can unite it, and my brother chose you. You are the true queen, Rhaenyra. First of her name, protector of the realm. I am meant to serve you, and all of these with me, until death, or the end of our story.
That's great.
We fight for our queen! I am trying to help you.
You want to help me to grow up fatherless? To be sneered upon as bastards, never sure of the bread to feed us. Do you know what hunger does to a boy? Now you remember I live. Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor. I am an honorable man, and I will serve you because I must. But if it is all the same, I will decline any offers of help. If I survive this war, I'll continue as I began. Alone.
Damn.
I had to see you.
Oh, what the hell?
I too have desires. Yes, but you alone made virtue your banner. And I clung to it. In defiance of you, I think, who so disdained it for me. I would take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind. It's too late. Alicent, you said it yourself. Blood has been shed. Cities burned. Armies march, and you wish to wash your hands of what you yourself set in motion. Aemon will soon fly to join Cole in the Riverlands. When he's gone, Helena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood. You will enter as a conqueror. What of Aegon? I believe I can prevail upon him to bend the knee. No, still. You defend him. Still you imagine you can have all you want without paying too high a price. A price I have no choice but to pay. Is to set things right. If I am to take the throne, I must put an end to the opposition. I must take Aegon's head. And I have to do it for all to see. You know this. However you may try to evade it, you know this. Choose.
Wow, that's rough.
Will you shrink from what you set out to do, or will you see it through and make your sacrifice?
Wow, she consented. Holy shit.
And you fly to the Red Keep in 3 days' time, and you take your throne.
Those are the high towers. Ooh, is that our first look at Tessarion? Supposed to be a very pretty dragon. And Daron is the rider. Alicent's other son that we haven't seen yet. Ooh, the Northmen crossing. We're crossing the twins, I like it. Lannister host. Moving east. Should be marching on Harrenhal, I'm pretty sure. This is the Riverlands, and that's Harrenhal in the distance, I think. Oh, what the hell? Ugh, Aegon and Laris are off to wherever. So it took some time to gather my thoughts, and really good episode. Love the finale. So we got another scene between Alicent and Rhaenyra. Did not think this would ever happen again. Thought the first one was kind of pushing it, but this one, really, they're really just doing what they want at this point. But great acting. I love that scene. But the reveal that Alicent is willing to, let Rhaenyra in to King's Landing to take over, without a fight, if in exchange she, guarantees her safety, Helena's and her granddaughter. And the pivotal moment there is that she's willing to give Aegon up, and Rhaenyra makes it clear in no uncertain terms that doing so can only end one way, and that's with Aegon losing his head, because you know treason cannot be tolerated. So yeah, that's pretty nuts, and she agreed to it. So yeah, that's the big moment I was kind of alluding to. Now, we didn't actually get the moment itself. We got characters talking about the moment, so that's a bit disappointing. But I still haven't given anything away. You know, the big moment has quote unquote been revealed, but that has nothing to say about how it's going to be executed, what's going to go wrong, et cetera, et cetera. So that you'll still have to wait and see to find out. But yeah, really like that episode. Also, kind of a resolution with Damon at Harrenhal. So now, he's seen the visions of what's to come. I love that. I love the dream sequence there. The reveal of Daenerys and the three dragon hatchlings, the the army of the undead marching against the north, and just so good. The White Walkers, all of that. I love tying that into it, and that kind of set Damon straight. You know, put things into perspective, and I don't think there's going to be any more treacherous Damon, so to speak, to deal with. It's it's nice to know that's kind of wrapped up, and now, like I said, Rhaenyra has a loyal army at her command at Harrenhal, a very large army. A dragon advantage. I think they said 6 in total, or 7 in total. That includes baby dragons, though. Rhaena had that moment where she's searching throughout the episode for that dragon that's roaming around. That's probably Sheep Stealer, if I had to guess, because I think he's actually seen eating a sheep at that last scene. But yeah, hopefully, I thought she was gonna tame it, but I guess next season. Like, there's a certain sense of there could have been more plot for sure, but still enjoyable. I think it sets things up nicely for season 2 or season 3, I should say. But yeah, loved it. Loved it overall. I guess I'll do like a overall season 2 review just real quick. So there were some great moments here. Blood and Cheese, the attack at Rook's Rest. A lot of reveals, a lot of deep conversations. You saw Aegon and Laris on the move, and it looked like Otto was imprisoned somewhere. I don't know, maybe in the dungeons of the Red Keep, but I'm not sure. But that was surprising. So overall, the season was excellent. I really enjoyed it. It's just parts of it were too passive for me. I think in total we're about 90 or so pages of the 200 pages that they have to use to tell this story, and I want to say at the pace that they're going, 2 maybe 3 seasons if they're pushing it, to be honest. Like, I like that we get more fleshed out elements of the story, like how characters feel and what they're thinking and their motivation, and all that complexity. I like that, but we still need to see that these major events happen at I think a faster pace, because we only got really 2 or 3 major events this season, and we should have gotten 4 if not 5. So yeah, that's a bit underwhelming, but I do see kind of why people are frustrated with that aspect of it. But I think they're trying to go 5 seasons, maybe, with like potentially even a shorter 5th season to wrap things up. But there's still a lot of great things to come, and I'm enjoying the show. I'm gonna keep watching it for sure. I just hope I don't have to wait 2 years for season 3 because that's also frustrating as hell. Just one last thing I want to say. So this is Fire and Blood, 700 pages, and 200 pages within the book are dedicated to the Dance of the Dragons, otherwise known as the Targaryen Civil War, the material that makes up House of the Dragon. So that's where this story comes from. So if you ever wanted to spoil yourself, you could easily, read, 200 pages in this book and know exactly what's going to happen. But I just wanted to say that there's so much potential in this universe, like it's ridiculous. Like this book was a book that George literally created because he was taking a break from writing the main series. And within this book, you have Aegon the Conqueror. You could do like a 3-part movie series like Lord of the Rings, like on par with Lord of the Rings. Like that's how potentially good it could be. Or you could do a 10-season show. You've got Maegor the Cruel, maybe 4 or 5 seasons right there with his story and his downfall. You've got, Jaehaerys, probably the most successful Targaryen king in all of Westerosi history, so you could do a show with that. I mean, there's so many different things. It doesn't even cover all the Targaryen history. Like this book ends maybe 100 something years before Game of Thrones picks up, so there's another 100 plus years of Targaryens in there and all their history that I think George is working on a sequel to Fire and Blood that's going to cover that. But that leads all the way up to the Mad King and his downfall and Robert's Rebellion and all that. But yeah, there's a ridiculous amount of cinematic potential in this universe of A Song of Ice and Fire. So there's a lot of great things to come, and I know that a Tale of Duncan Egg is coming. That's going to be amazing. If you've never read that short story, go for it. That's great. But that's going to be an epic series. I'm going to get that on the channel as soon as possible, as soon as it releases. But there's just so much that can be done with this universe, and the potential is like near limitless. Like think like the Marvel universe, but more cogent storytelling. Hopefully, yeah. I just wanted to throw that in there because really good potential, and there's a lot to look forward to in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thanks for watching, and peace.